Some of it.
Good evening. It is now 6:02, and I will call this meeting of the Board of Selectmen to order. It is November 27th, and we are at the Senior Center on Forest Street. Please rise and join me in saluting the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. So I think we have to do the minutes separately because some people were here and not. So I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of October 30th. That'll have to be you, John, because you and I were here.
Okay. I'd make the motion to approve the minutes for October 30th.
And I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm gonna abstain because I wasn't here.
Let's see. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting from November 6th.
Same thing, that's you, John.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November 6th.
And I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, I'll abstain again.
And I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of November 13th,
So
2018.
Second?
And a motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
And I will abstain because I was absent. And I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of November 20th.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I was there for all of those.
Yeah. Perfect attendance award.
So far. Do I get a sticker or anything?
All right, so the next order of business is the approval of the warrants. I'll entertain a motion to approve school warrant number 1026 for $79,282.32. General warrant number 1027 for $395,328.39. And payroll warrant number 11 for $343,275.87.
So moved.
Second?
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
So we have no financial items to discuss. Old business, the timeline for the fiscal year 20 budget. And you just changed all the numbers from last year.
Do you want to ask for level funding? Do you want to include a percentage for salaries? What do you want to do with it?
Yeah, I want them to put the budget through with 2% salary increases
For non-union,
for non-union.
yeah,
And all the union ones will come in with increases.
right. Right, and the level fund other than that, if possible.
Yeah, and cut where they can. There's some things that they can cut. And that'll, I'd rather have them choose what they can really do without than have us choose to
Yep.
cut things. And we'll see if we can afford the 2% salary increases.
Okay.
Anything else on that? You guys have any?
Does that include our pay too? 2%?
It
Probably
would.
not.
She'll put it through that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
2% of nothing's nothing.
I know it, pretty much.
And Karen's the chairman of the finance committee now?
She is.
Okay. All right, and I'll put her email there.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Anything else on that? Do you have anything you wanted to add into that, or?
The only thing is, we have to have a discussion in the future about probably policy on when one group gets a raise, others don't automatically get raises based on, if we have contracted employees and they're contracted to get a certain amount of money, they shouldn't be getting raises based on somebody else's merit raise or otherwise. You know what I mean?
But it's
Like the unions,
It's
some of
in-
it's in their contracts,
in their contract.
but
Yeah,
it shouldn't be.
Well, it's,
In theory.
it's called a reopener because I did look into it, and it's illegal to automatically get the raise that somebody else gets. So they have a reopener clause.
Mhm.
But the practical application of that is they're going to get it anyway, right? Because it costs more money for us to enter into. So it'll cost us more money in labor relation fees, attorney's fees, and if they go to arbitration, it's a long drawn out process. It ends up costing you more money than if you just gave it to them. So they end up getting it anyway. So, but I agree, we need to remove that from the contracts.
That's all.
Yep. Yeah, because if we remove the reopener clause, then they don't get the reopener, right? And we avoid that.
Can we do that?
Through negotiation. It was bargained in the contract, so you can bargain it out of the contract.
Yep.
Let's try it.
Let's see. So we got this, is it a refund from National Grid?
Rebate, I guess you call
Rebate?
it, yep.
So switching over to LEDs saved us $16,182. So we get that money back from National Grid for switching to the LED lights. That's a good thing. All right. Next item is request to appoint a sewer superintendent. I guess the sewer commissioners can give us their recommendation.
Ready for us?
Ready?
The sewer commissioners, our consultant Rodney, and also the assistant, had an extensive interviews with 3 applicants and follow-up visit by Mr. Nyberg, James Nyberg. 2 times he's seen the plant. He actually worked a little bit with the personnel there, and we decided to accept him as the new superintendent and made application to the selectmen for that approval. Therefore, tonight we'd like to introduce Jim Nyberg to the board, and any questions that you would like to ask him, I'm sure he'd be willing to answer. Jim?
Thank you, sir. It's my great pleasure to introduce myself to you guys. My name is James Nyberg. Call me Jim, please.
Okay.
Come from the area. I grew up out of Worcester. I was actually very excited when I saw this listing. I've worked for a large corporation for a while, and I really wanted to get back into the heart of wastewater to me, which is working with communities, with the small towns, with the individuals and the residents, and getting back into that, and really being able to give back to a community rather than giving back to a corporate enterprise. So when I saw the opportunity here in North Brookfield, I jumped on it fairly quickly and was excited when I was called in for an interview, and was hopeful to be standing here in front of you today, which I'm very glad that I am. I do have a grade 6 wastewater license in the state of Massachusetts, as you can see there in my resume. Grade 4 collection certificate through NUIA.
So I'm not familiar with the licensing requirements, but I'm assuming he's got all the requirements.
He does.
Yes.
So
Yes, he does.
he comes to us.
Comes highly qualified.
Excellent.
Have you run a sewer plant like this before for a small town, or?
Not for a
Anytime-
small town directly. I've worked in a contract operations field previously, as you can see there in the resume. The majority, my last assignment was the project manager for a town. They had 3 very small wastewater treatment facilities in their town, ranging from just over 500,000 gallons to 1.3 million gallons. And I was in charge of managing all 3 of those facilities.
And how many people have you supervised in the past?
The maximum number at one time was a group of 10. As a shift supervisor, when I was traveling as a regional assistant, I had larger staffs under me at given periods of time, but they weren't my direct control the entire time.
Okay. Anything?
No. Resume looks good.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I like the beard.
Yeah. It comes and goes.
So, anything from you? Anything else?
Nope. If these guys think he's okay, and you've seen the plant, You kind of got familiar with it a little bit?
Yep. Very nicely done, activated sludge plant. I think well built for the size, and from what I can hear from the guys, it's able to withstand the flows and any of the other issues that have come up. It's a well-done plant.
So on the recommendation of the sewer commissioners, I would entertain a motion to approve the hiring of Jim Nyberg as a sewer superintendent.
So moved.
Second?
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Anything else to add? No? All in favor?
Aye. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
So are you guys okay with signing the contract tonight, or do you want to look it over first, or? It's the same contract that Rodney had, it's the same that Adam had. The only difference is the pay
Goes
reflects that
75
he's.
to 78
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, but that's less than what
Yeah.
Rodney and Adam were making previous, so it reflects his.
I'm good with it.
That was new, so.
All right. When's your start date? Do you have a start date? Do you guys have a start?
Probably December 10th.
December 10th? So I'll date the contract for the 10th of December.
Plan is I'll stay on for a few more weeks from or whatever Jim needs.
You'll help to train them a little bit?
Show them what's in all the file cabinets and everything. I will add that we just got word from DEP the other day that the comments that we sent arguing against the new permit has been reviewed. They want a conference call with us, the comments, with their comments. Basically, they're not going to change anything, and pretty much what we expected, but then the enforcer from EPA will be paying a visit to see how long it's going to take the town to comply to the new regulations and whether because we know in certain aspects of that new permit that this plant cannot meet the permit, the new permit levels. So that was one of the major reasons in picking Jim. He's got vast knowledge in all the new technologies. His plants are much more modern than North Brookfield's, and I think he's the ideal guy to guide, help the town work with the engineers and see what they can do to keep EPA at bay, I guess. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be cheap. It's unfortunate, but that's the way EPA and DEP work. They don't care how small the town is and how little money there is available, but they want action, so he is a good candidate for us.
Oh, good. And you're contemplating a 3-year contract, right? That's your understanding?
But that's
3 years.
agreeable to.
All right, it's all signed up. Welcome. And thank you, Rodney, for stepping in and helping us out in our problem.
Do you want to look at that while
Yeah.
we're talking about sewer?
Sure. I'll take that up. You're gonna make us copies of that, right, Roddy?
Yeah, he's gonna
Make-
email it tomorrow.
Make some copies? Oh, email, take it. So the next order of business is a request to appoint a sewer commissioner. We are currently short one sewer commissioner.
It's been a couple months now, right?
Yeah, it has been a couple of months. So we have a request from Kevin Valeri to fill the vacancy as a sewer commissioner.
Introduce yourself.
Come on up.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name's Kevin Valeri. I've been in the town for about 26 years. I've been a retail manager for over 34 years, and I just figured there's an opening. My father-in-law let me know there was an opening, so I figured threw my hat in the ring and see what I can offer for the town.
Excellent.
I've known Kevin a long time, and I think he'd be a great asset to the commissioners.
Excellent.
Yep, we're good with it.
We're good? All right.
Thank you,
So,
gentlemen.
I would entertain a motion to appoint Kevin Valeri to the sewer commissioners.
So moved.
Second?
Can I have that letter, Dale?
Yep. Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
All right. Now We got what, requests for streetlights?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I don't know what we want to do with them.
Well, we had 44 Spring Street.
Well, if there's one
It's
there,
up
there
at the
should be
top
one
of the-
on anyway, right?
That should be on, that's within a mile. Why isn't that one on?
Yeah, well,
I
I
think-
think somebody was paying for
I
it,
think it was a private pay,
Oh,
and they moved.
and they moved.
Oh,
Yep. So you want to do that one?
We can do that
Within
one.
a
yeah, I
mile?
think we
Okay.
should do that because it's within a mile. And we have been, we set a policy a while ago that if people wanted to pay for the light, that we would have it turned on and they would pay the town
Right.
for the light to
He's saying
reimburse the
it's a
town.
safety issue, and I was wondering if we should ask the police chief to look at it or something.
Well, we can refer it to the safety committee, have them look at it, but
Mm-hmm.
that argument, anybody can say it's a safety issue.
Right, right.
And I had the police chief do a survey of accidents
Yep,
in town
yep.
involving pedestrians and streetlights, and over the last 10 years, there's only been 3, and one was a horse. So
Okay.
that safety issue thing, I don't think is
Okay.
going to fly. But
Is this
we
at
can-
an intersection? Do we know?
No,
I
it's
can
a-
ride
It
down there
doesn't
and look.
sound like
Doesn't-
it.
Doesn't say it, but
it's a mile and a half from here.
He said it's the, there's a rise in the road, and you can't see the people coming the other way, or the cars coming the other way.
Well, that's the same on Oakham Road from the
Mhm.
New Braintree line all the way to
Right,
I'm not
Crooks
sure.
Road with the first light.
Right.
So, I mean,
yep.
Hillsville the same
I'm not
way.
sure you'd see him with the light on. There's a bump, you're more apt to see him with it
The
on,
headlight.
right?
With it
You
on,
get the
and at
headlights.
night, yeah.
You could see the glow.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, Hillsville Road doesn't have anything until you get to Madbrook, so that
Yep.
whole twisty
Yep.
stretch.
Can we send it to the safety committee?
We can send it to the safety committee
Okay.
and have them give us an opinion
Give it a
on it. and-
you're right, for opinion.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you want to put that in the form of a motion?
I move that we send this request for the light on, across from 74 Old East Brookfield Road, to the safety committee for review.
I'd second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Did you want to discuss this?
Nope. No, he doesn't
Oh, he doesn't
want to be
want
on TV or
Okay.
anything.
All right, so we have a planning board hearing notice. Why don't you tell us about the planning board?
The North Brookfield Planning Board will hold a public hearing on Thursday, December 13th, 2018, at 7:15 PM at the Senior Center, 29 Forest Street, North Brookfield, Mass. This hearing will be on the application of Clean Focus Renewables Incorporated on behalf of William and Donna Farmer for the land situated on 50 Hillsville Road regarding a special permit and site plan review for the proposed solar facility per zoning bylaw, section 6F, Commercial Solar Energy Bylaw, and section 6G, Site Plan Review. Any person interested in or wishing to be heard on this application should appear at the above stated time and place. A description of the proposed solar project is on file at the office of the town clerk, 215 North Main Street, North Brookfield, Mass. Bill King, Chair. Another solar
How many does that
project.
make?
I think 12, if they go through. But this one's in the other sand pit down there, way in the back, just before the 5 Mile Bridge.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Sand pit right there. And I believe it's gonna be way in the back. Not gonna see it.
Doesn't the town have property back there? Isn't that the town?
Kittredge, I think we have.
Yeah, up
land.
Kittredge.
Right,
Yep.
we do.
But that, doesn't that go abut that
It must.
back
It
way
must,
there?
I would think.
Possibly.
I would think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
There's a farm way in the back if you go on Kittredge,
Hmm.
Mhm,
and there's a brand new greenhouse, 5 years old, on the
mhm,
side border of that.
yeah.
Isn't Nichols border that too? Doesn't Nichols have a house up there that might border that on the top of the hill?
Probably.
I
Well,
think so.
they did years ago. I
Yeah.
don't know who lives there
Well,
now.
they think they rent it, but I think it's still a Nichols house. but this one will be way in the back.
Nancy would know that.
Okay, so, I would open up the floor to public comment, but there is absolutely nobody in the house, so.
Ray, do you got
Anything, Ray?
Anything, Ray? Okay, anything else? Anything we need to talk about?
The town, decorate the town is working downtown. Putting up trees and wreaths and lighting. They're gonna actually put some candles in the townhouse windows this weekend. So now that
Battery ones, right?
battery ones, yep, yep. Little timers and battery ones.
Yep.
Alicia and, I forget the other girl's name. Anyway.
Katie
Katie,
Beiser.
have been down there for the last few days, putting up wreaths and trees, and they're doing a nice job, so.
Yeah, it does look good,
Yep,
especially with that fresh coat of paint on the front of the
Yep.
townhouse, does look really
the
good.
townhouse looks pretty good now, so.
December 25th is a warrant day. I was thinking we could change the meeting to Wednesday, the 26th.
I'm gonna be in Florida, so if you guys are available, you can,
Looks okay.
Next
for now.
month?
Yeah, but Christmas Day is actually a warrant. New Year's Day is too, but it's an off week, but Christmas Day is a warrant,
You
so.
could just appoint 3 people to replace us for the day. They were
I
designees.
just was gonna do the planning board, but ours is on the 13th.
Yeah,
We had to change
I
it,
mean,
so
we
I'm
can
good
post-
with,
We can post it at 10 o'clock in the morning, because really, probably the only thing you're gonna have to do is approve the bills and the warrants. That's probably the only thing you're gonna have to do, so. I don't know if you're gonna be around Christmas or the day after Christmas, actually.
Probably.
I don't have a life, so
Probably.
whatever.
You don't have a life, okay.
Make a
Okay.
date, we'll,
There's no way we could do it the week before, right?
No, because they won't be ready.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
I
could
can
they do it?
ask if they'll be ready,
See if they could do it like
like
Thursday, the previous week,
Thursday or something the week before.
because I'll be around for that. If,
Okay. And it's probably gonna be the same thing,
And
it's
then-
probably just gonna be the bills, but,
And then nobody has to worry about anything. Christmas
okay.
week.
All right, I'll ask Tom and Nancy, Ann, if they can get it ready by Thursday or Friday.
just let me know, and
Okay. Sounds good.
That's everything I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything?
nope, we're good.
Well, if no further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night.
Good night, everybody.